That's what I know, that sometimes God has some people, even though you are wicked now, you are on drug now, and things are horrible now, you think this is the life you want to live, check it up. Once in a while, your spirit is against it.
Yes.
You don't want to be who you find yourself to be. You are robbery, you are doing havoc. You just know something is telling you in your heart, this is not what you're supposed to be. That was what happened to me. So that morning, before my dad woke up, I pick up a bag, just one simple bag. And I walked down for almost about 2 miles away to where I need to board a bus that was coming to Lagos. And I left. I even slept in the bus. I don't even remember what that oracle will keep me on the way. I just slept off. It was when I got to Lagos, I opened my eyes. I locate the address that I got from that friend. You don't want to hear this story.
I want to hear it.
When I got to the front of his house very early in the morning, remember I left in the morning, overnight. When I got to the front, he was getting ready to go to work. I pressed, oh, Jesus Christ. He threw away his bag, he fell, he collapsed. I said, no.
He thought you was going to get him. Like, what did
Everybody
you appear?
Everybody came around and said, what? I said, no. What you want here? No, please, you can't be here. No. I said, no, please, I am not coming to do evil. No. He did not allow me to enter the house. I have to stay out there. He said, I will not let you. You can't step into this house. And he made sure he locked his door and went to work. So I was stranded outside. So he came back and met me after work. No food, nothing, nobody. Because I was tired of that type of home. I had all kinds of food. Everything was fine, but I was fed up. And I think that was God. Because otherwise, no man wants to leave such a comfort zone. So anyway, cutting the story short, he came back. I think God must have spoken to his heart. He said, well, friend, I know you are here, and I'm not happy that you're not eating since morning, but I can bring food to you out here, but you're not going to enter this place. I've spoken to a friend who said he can host you, maybe, if you can go to him. Now, they took me to that friend. The friend allowed me to stay in the living room with a couch, which was a plus to me that time. So I was very happy. So that was how I started my life in Lagos. And to the glory of God, in the same Lagos was where I got born again in 1978. But remember the rest of the story. I left that home, and for 17 years, I did not speak to my dad. I did not go back to that home.
So I would assume your dad was angry?
Oh, yes. But, well, I think God spared me. He was looking for me. He did everything, asked everybody he could. Nobody tell my dad. And I was in Lagos. I lived in Lagos for 17 years and formed a new friend and changed my life. Didn't do any of those things, even though I wasn't born again. But I felt that was not my lifestyle. So at the end of the day, in 1978, I always sing it, 1st of August, around 7 p.m., I got born again.
How did you get born again? What happened?
That's a lovely story. The last birthday I went in Nigeria, because I did my 78th birthday here last year, and I went and did the other part of it in Ibadan, the same place.
Wow.
Last year. Now, there was a junior brother to me who got born again before me. They knew Christ. They are two friends. His friend and himself, they were on fire. I didn't know they've been praying for me. They've been interceding for me.
Wow.
That God should break me, that God should touch me, that I should be born again. I didn't know. So one day I just decided, because I had a good job then, everything has changed. I had a nice place, a car, living a beautiful life. I live in Abule Jesha. There was a time I would live in Ogba, another beautiful place. Anyway, so I have my own house. Everything seems to be fine, beautiful, got a nice job. I work at the airport. So that's another story of its own. So now, then I work with Federal Ministry of Works. Things start working now, but I got born again. So when I got born again, something in me started remembering that the way I left home is not right. Now that I should make restitution. I should at least pray for that man before he dies. So if I have time, I'm going to talk about how I got born again. Because those brothers who had been fasting and praying for me were the one I went to when I went to my town. I did not want to go to my father's house. I told them, I'm not going home. I want to come to you, spend my leave. I have 3 weeks leave. I want to spend my leave and then my vacation and then enjoy myself and go back to Lagos. I don't want to see my dad. So that's exactly what I planned. So I never knew they were born again. And listen again, they had been praying for me. Why was it that it was them I went to? It was a divine arrangement.
Yes.
So I didn't go to any other place. I went to them. Immediately I got to them. They were happy. Oh, big brother is here. My big brother, big brother. Immediately after that, I ate and were happy. And they said, we're going to church this evening. I thought it was the same type of church we used to. I'm not going to church. They said, Dad, bro, please, let's go. My brother, we've not seen you for a while. We're having a revival in our church. I wasn't coming for revival. I was coming, enjoy myself, live, simple life. I wasn't a rough sinner. I don't know how to chase girls. I don't drink. I was a decent sinner.
Yeah.
Now, so I was like, I don't want to say no to them because I've not seen them for a while. What will I do? Okay, let me go. After all, just go and come back one day. So I followed them. When they got there, they were in the prayer bound section. They were praying fire somewhere. They went there and left me in the main sanctuary. So I was there and I see somebody praying. The prayer was so much. I look at it and say, what, are they crazy? Because I'm an Anglican guy. We don't pray this type of crazy. What's going on with these people?
Yeah.
I mean, is God so tough? Is God so rough? What is going on? No, this is not supposed to be the right thing. I was looking at everybody and I said, what's going on here? I didn't know I was going to be very crazy. More crazier than
crazier,
them.
yeah.
Now, so what happened was that I couldn't mock them. I don't know what I was doing. It was like I was in fire. What is going on? Why am I here? This brother should come and get me out of here. As I was looking around, a voice that was louder and greater than the entire me came out from nowhere. Kneel down. What? I look around. I saw the person leading prayer. He wasn't talking to me. He wasn't looking at my direction. I saw everybody serious, shaking their head, jumping everywhere. Then I kept coming again. I said, okay, maybe I don't know what's going on. The second time I heard that voice, it broke all my joints. It was so heavy that I found myself on the floor. Kneel down and pray. As an Anglican, we read our prayers. I don't know what to say. But then immediately, the Holy Spirit started whining everything. All the shrines, all the idol worship, all the evil I've done started rolling like movies to my heart. And I started saying it. I started praying it as I'm seeing it. It was so real that this is not me. I don't know what was going on again. So for almost 1 hour, I was crying. I was wailing. I was telling God, I won't do that again. I'm sorry. I want to serve you. I don't know when I was telling God, I'll serve you. I'll do your will. I don't want. So when I finished all that, then something calmed my spirit down. There was a kind of unusual peace that I have never experienced in my heart that came to my heart. And the joy, for the first time, I look around. It was like, what? I saw this same group of people as better than me. When I came in, I saw them as crazy. They lost their senses. But when I saw them now, I envy to be like them. And I was like, so I look at my hair. Oh, no, trust me. My hair was, when you talk about reggae boys in those days, my hair was like, ee. And my shoe, I was wearing these stiletto shoes. I really want to make shows. So, but then, I saw myself, I said, oh, no, good. And my shirt was open to the half of this place. And I don't know how to button my shirt. It was like...
Open.
Oh, yeah, open for everybody.
The 70s, man. Disco.
I don't care. My nakedness should be out.
Oh, my
So what happened was that then I I find that I was like a madman. Everybody were fine. And I was saying, God, please have mercy on me. Nobody told me. I started putting my button up. And I started looking at myself and I said, oh God, please have mercy on me. But the joy in me was like I should die and get away from this world that moment. By the time I look up, I saw a preacher. And I was like, we were praying. I did not know the prayer section was over. The choir had sung. The preacher was preaching. I didn't know what was happening. I was dealing with myself and God. I don't hear nothing. Until then, when I got to, I said, oh my God, do you know what happened that day? I didn't hear anything the preacher says. I was having my dealing directly with God. And I was talking to him. That was how I got born again. Wow. And my brothers, when they finished their meeting, they came to me to come and take me from the main sanctuary because they've been boss. They go to the serious warfare prayer, intercessory prayer. They came and said, hey, let's go. I said, no, the service is not over. Are we going now? They say we have to go. I said, no, I feel like any other service coming? This was the guy who don't want to.
Yeah.
So they knew something has happened to me.
They didn't see what happened.
They were jumping up. They were praising God.
Oh, my God.
So that was how I got born again. And since then, my story has completely changed.
Oh.
By the time I go back to Lagos, I wanted to spend the whole 3 weeks in Ibadan to really prove that, yes, I came from Lagos. And that time I had a friend of mine who worked at the Central Bank in Lagos. I changed new notes. I want to spray. I want people to know that I packed my load, I packed my stuff back. I spent 3 days and I went back to Lagos. The first thing I did was to look for those who usually come to preach for us. Because there are some people who normally come with tracts and talk to us. I will send them away. I always scare them away. Get out of here. But then I started looking for their addresses, I checked whether they have stamp or address on the tracts, and I was able to get one. So I went to their home. When they see me, hey, I said, no. I've come to tell you what you've been telling me that I don't understand. I now got him. Where do you worship? I want to go to your church. That was how they took me to First Square Gospel Church. And that was where they took me to Deeper Life. In that, my season, those were the reigning place. So that's how I started, gave my life to Christ, did my water baptism, got Holy Ghost baptism, and I started serving the Lord.
Oh my gosh.
I started and registered a company, and, I got a beautiful place, an office. In my days, there were no Christian videos, none. To think about Christian film on videos, no. My days we use videos. But we have all other things in the video. We have India movies, everything on the video, but we don't have Christian film. And I now know that we have reels, the film reels.
Yes.
That, some people may not understand it, this generation.
Yeah.
Now the reels are the things they shoot in those days in cinema houses. But now, I was now thinking, I want to be the one to convert some of these reels into videos. So, and I had that in mind, and I started working on that. And I met with a man who happened to be a general manager of First Bank. He's now late. And I told him, I said, I have a project. If I don't mind if you're a chairman, I will still be a project director. When he heard about it, he said, what? I said, I want to be the very first one to do this production. Oh my God, the man was happy. We stood in his office and ordered the 2 reels. There's some powerful films in those days. One of them is called Burning Hell. Another one is called Pre-Game Progress. Those were powerful, shaking the whole world. And I met this guy. The man told me, forget about money, no problem.
Wow.
I'm telling you what led me to the mountain. I said, that's fine. So I quickly put him as the chairman. He asked me, how many staff do I want? I said, about 7. He has spent all that. He gave me a property, a whole massive property of hundreds of millions. I see him in his office just on a phone call. One of my friends is coming. He needs about 100 million. Just give it to him. That's all. He would not sign the document. He's a general manager. He would just call. And And I would be sitting down in that same office. Remember, this is his project. He's now the chairman. This was supposed to be his. He's the chairman. I was the director. And he has invested. In fact, he ordered the 2 films.
Yes.
Sponsored everything. I'm paying salaries. I didn't pay nothing. He did all that. Bought me a brand new 505 in those days. One of the executive cars.
Oh,
Brand new one for me to move around as the director. Now, look at that. So, everything seems to be good. I went to NTA because as at that time, NTA, what do you call it, National, whatever it is that time, Television Authority that time. That was the only company who has equipment that can transfer from the reel, which is the film, to
VHS video.
I would sit in his office for a whole day drinking coffee, and I'll see him releasing millions on the phone for people. He never released 1 cent to his own account. The business that we are doing together, I started sensing something is not right somewhere. Is it that God saying, you're not doing this business, or there's something fighting me? Because I don't know about my foundation. I don't know the problem that was facing me. So, one day I was just tired of everything. I will sit down. We have opened an office for almost 9 months. We're doing nothing. So, and everything was done. I did all the researches, everything I needed to do. So, then I was tired. I told my driver one day, I said, driver, let's go to the airport. I'm traveling. He looks at me and says, I said, yes. You did not plan. I said, that's all right. We got to the airport. I took my hand luggage. I didn't know where to go. I don't have visa to US. I was like, I just have to get out. This is something else. So I got the bag and I flew down to the north. Got the best hotel, relaxed my head and said, God, what's going on? God, I just want you to... Is it a sin to become a Christian? I was fed up. I was tired. Why are things not working for me? Why are these things getting difficult? When I'm a child, your child, I'm praying, and whatever I want to do is to your kingdom. The money was to come to sponsor the work. Why are you holding on to this? I don't know. I'm not going to give up on you, but I'm tired. It was in that situation. I didn't hear nothing. You know, sometimes when God wants to capture you, he will not answer. He will be quiet. And if he knows you love him, he will just be watching you. So I left that place. I went to Port Harcourt, get another hotel, stay in another beautiful place, was saying, God, I'm fed up. Then when my money started running out, I went with good money. Asked me what I did to the driver. I told the driver, take the car, do car hire, take care of yourself, I'm flying out. So my driver left with the car. So, because I don't know where I was tired.
Jesus.
Because this is money. The man is no problem. I have a house, everything. Why are you not releasing the money? And every time I sit there, he will be giving me coffee. We all laugh and talk as if we are colleagues and nothing. So then, when the money was about to finish, my eyes started getting open. That, hey, wait, when you finish payment this switch for another 1 week, you'll be stranded. So I came back to Ibadan, my state. Not going to my dad. I went to my brother. I asked him, is there a place where I can go for prayer? They said, yes, there are places. Pointed some places. I went to that one. I spent 1 month, 3 months, 2 months in that place, 21 days twice. So in that place, I wasn't satisfied. I came out. I asked again, is there any other place? They said, there's another one in Ede Mountain. That's where I stay long, Osun State. I said, I like that one. So I went to that one. When I got there, I went to the prophet who established the mountain. He was alive. It was called Baba Abiye. It's gone. Now it's late. Now I went to him. He doesn't have sight.
He's blind.
But this man will tell you everything about you. So I went to him and said, sir, I'm tired of my life. I narrated my story. I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I want to do. Whether to run away, I'm tired. He says, boy, you are just lazy. He said, go to the mountain. I have a mountain. Go there. Don't come down until God answer you. Don't. What will I be eating? The man just said, go. Let them open one place for you on the mountain. So I went down, and that was where I was saying, God, when will you? I thought God will answer me in 2 weeks. I don't want to live in the mountain. And thank God I wasn't married, so it was easy. Pack my stuff, stay there. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. 9. No answer. I said, okay, that's fine.
How did you eat while you were there?
Eat? Oh, sometimes I have to, whatever is available. Whatever, if I don't have anything, I drink water and eat some fruit. And then it came to a time, see how faithful God is. It came to a time that some people who comes to pray, they now know me as a man on the mountain. So they bring some things for me. Because when I pray for them, their prayers are answered. The prayers are answered. But mine, no. And I keep saying, God, what is going on? What? And so they now they'll bring something for me. They love me. In fact, the person supposed to be the rightful person on the mountain was not known like me. It was me that people know. So anyway, that was my situation until finally one night, I have to pray from 9 p.m. standing on the rock. My children were there. They witnessed that they went to that mountain to see where I prayed. I was in that mountain that night around 9 p.m. and I stood up and I was praying. I prayed until I did not know where I was. It got to a level that the only time I got up was the heat of the sun was hitting my body. And I was like, where was I? I found I was around 8 a.m. in the morning. Since 9 p.m., I was standing and I wasn't tired and I wasn't sitting down. Sometimes it seems like my feet has been lifted. So for that moment, I was like, what is this? So when I now asked God, he said, God now told me one statement. Said, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? That was the question. Psalms 11 verse 3. In that question, I was like confused. What I came for is different. I wanted to bless my business. Why am I not succeeding? Why are you not? It says, no, check your foundation. So that's where the scriptures started coming. I started finding out what foundation is. I realized that it's the bedrock of everything, it's the beginning of everything, it's the foundation of everything. God said, go ahead. And I started telling him, what's your foundation? I said, my foundation? Oh, well, I remember my father is a voodoo man, a chief priest of occult grandmaster. I said, okay. How about your mom? So trace my journey to where I started, which was my foundation, from the womb of my mom. Now, from that moment, God started teaching me and showing me in the scripture. I'm a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers, not father, on their children. You originated from a cracky foundation, a faulty foundation. And so, there's no amount of money you have to invest. The building will not stand. It will collapse. The reason why things are not working, why things are collapsing, was because you are building on a cracky foundation. And the Bible now refers me to what Jesus said. Jesus said, there is no man who wants to build, who will not sit down and first of all count the cost.